Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Corsair Obsidian 800D case. This is one very large full-size tower case. It's available in black and it's mostly steel except for a front aluminum bezel. At the top, three 120mm fans can be installed. Now they do not have any installed. These are optional. The other option is to put a large radiator here at the top if you want to. At the front is the power button and the LED, and this, what appears to be a drive cover, isn't. It's a small gate which opens to reveal four USB 2 ports, a microphone jack and headphone jack, as well as a FireWire port and the reset button. There are five 5¼ inch drive bays, and a door which opens to reveal four hot-swappable drive bays. The door can actually be removed if preferred, and each one of these hot swappable drive bays can be very easily taken out, a hard drive installed, and placed back in. And at the front bottom is the Corsair logo. The left side panel has a large window. The front bezel can be removed by pulling at the bottom. At the back of the case, at the very top on both sides, are two buttons. Now each one of these, when pushed, releases the left and right side panels. And then to remove the left or right side panels, all you would need to do is lift up. To put them back, slide them into place on the bottom first, and then push at the top. There are two rubber grommeted holes for a water cooling system's tubes to pass through. They include a 140mm exhaust fan. Here's where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. 7 expansion slots, and at the bottom is where a standard ATX power supply gets installed. Now, since this is a very large case, there's lots of space to work on the inside. Unfortunately, the motherboard tray is not removable, but they also have lots of cable management holes. You can see all of these rubber grommeted holes. Also, there's a large hole on the motherboard tray for the cooler's retention plate. This case has a chamber design. There's a large chamber at the top which houses most of the computer hardware, and another one at the bottom for the power supply in the back, and up to two 3.5 inch drives at the front. Installation or removal of the hard drives at the bottom of the case would require removing this little panel. In the bottom chamber at the front, where the 3.5 inch hard drives gets installed, is a piece of plastic which slides in and out. Now this can be removed when you're installing the 3.5 inch drives, and once they're installed and the data and power cables have been connected, you can just slide this back in. This will just hide those data and power cables, keeping things nice and tidy. There's also rubber grommeted holes in the bottom chamber to tuck cables through. They include a 140mm fan which will blow air up into the main chamber. Here's an additional two rubber grommeted holes. All of the 5¼ inch drive bays have a toolless design, and there are thumb screws on the expansion slots. They include another 140mm fan, but it's hidden behind this fan shroud. You can just remove this so you can see it. At the back of each hot swappable drive bay is a serial ATA power and data connection. At the bottom are 3 aluminum supports, and on each support are 2 rubber feet for a total of 6, and they also include a removable dust filter. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. This is one of the largest full-size tower cases that I have ever reviewed. So if you're in the market for a mammoth full-size tower case, this product might be for you. Overall, the case has excellent styling, build quality, lots of fantastic features, plenty of room to work, hot swappable drives, and on and on. But there are a number of issues with this case, and I'll go through those now. One of them being the weight. This is a very heavy case. Empty, it's 20 kilograms or 44 pounds. That's empty. Also, it does not come with a removable motherboard tray, and as well, the cooling on this case, well, it's not great. Now, if you're going with a water cooling system, it might be fine. But if not, well, you really, truly need to install all the optional fans that you can on this case to keep the air flowing through it, so you can keep everything inside of the case cool. It would have been nice if they had a fan or two on that left side panel. Now you can always mod, of course, and add a fan or two yourself if you want to. And that's the reason why this is not getting a 100% kick-ass rating, but rather a kick-ass rating. Until next time, take care.